What it do, homies? We out here with the donation request. This time we are checking out a band name. I don't know how, but they found me. That's a very interesting long name for a band. Do it all the time. First time hearing this band. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up.
Music, one of man's greatest achievements, is quickly becoming more popular with each passing day. We invite you to follow along as our scientists work to conceive of a future where music is created not by man, but by machine.
This came out 7 years ago. What did you just say? I expected to hear the opposite, where it isn't created by machine, but by man. But now that I'm thinking about it, if I was to think about what the future would be, I would assume things are made by machines, right? Wow. Okay. So what? We got a little prophecy with prophetic kind of song here. Prophetic, that's a word, right?
As our scientists work to conceive of a future where music is created not by man, but by machine.
Hey.
We're taking over the world, one kiss at a time, and then I'm taking you gold, and I'm making it mine. No reason why I'm only doing anything I want to do, because I do it all the time.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. This sound, his vocals, I feel like I don't get this anymore, right? I don't. I need one of you guys to let me know, besides this band that I'm listening to. And I'm not saying I'm going to do a reaction to it, but I'm always looking to increase my musical repertoire. You know what I mean? That was the whole purpose of creating this channel, is to listen to music that I would otherwise never listen to. And I could tell you right now, this is one of them songs, because boy, ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm looking at this title and then just clicks and said, yeah, I want to know what that sounds like. You know what I mean? But here we are, right? And this guy's voice is amazing. But what I was going to ask you is there anybody out there that's got such a unique voice, right? This guy's voice just sounds, it sounds whimsical. It sounds like a whole lot of fun, right? Makes me want to go listen to some stuff. And plus, those harmonies are beautiful. What's this? Beep, boop, like mannequins.
We're taking over the world,
Module, okay.
one kiss at a time, and then I'm taking you gold, and I'm making it mine.
You know what's interesting? One kiss at a time, and then I'm taking your girl. You know, musicians, producers, and then people who play physical instruments would say that they're in a relationship with their instruments. You know what I mean? Not like weird way and everything, but it's interesting that I'll fall one kiss at a time, right? So I'm introducing these conveniences to you to make your musical creation even easier. You know what I mean? You kind of look at that as a kiss, as you would in like a relationship with the boy or girl, that generally before things start getting a little hot and heavy, you start doing a little kissing. You know what I mean? To kind of feel your way. And then before you know it, now the whole thing's being taken over, right? So start with a kiss, taking your girl. It's going to be mine, right? Kind of, relating that to music and the state that it's in right now.
Oh, and I'm making it mine.
Hey.
No reason why I'm only doing anything I want to do, because I do it all the time.
Fun noise.
We're taking over the world, a little victim is crying.
That's crazy, man. That's really crazy that that's victimless, right? And then, knowing the stuff that we know about. Oh, if you guys want to know, my stance on AI is like, I'm in the, I guess I'll say I'm in the middle. I'm not for and I'm not against. I am for using AI for generative stuff like MIDI. You know what I mean? I would say I'm against full generation of songs. It really all depends with me. Me being a musician myself, I can see both sides. I can see it being used as a tool, and I can also see other people who use it to make their, wildest kind of dreams come true. You know what I mean? The joy of what they're doing, you know what I mean? What they're feeling, I can only imagine, right? I think it might be the same joy from when I first learned how to play a scale on a saxophone. You know what I mean? I was actually starting to play something, you know what I mean? Other people who are not musicians, that might be similar. So I know what that felt like. And I feel like it's bad for me to deny them that same feeling because I felt really good. But on the other side, there's the ethics and the morals of it, right? Like what he said here, he said a victimless crime. Well, it's not really victimless, right? It's like one of them things where because you don't see it, you perceive it to be victimless, but there is something that's going on the end that's giving you those type of results. You know what I mean? I don't think the use of AI is as black and white as society would like us to think. You know what I mean? But there are some caveats in which I am for and some caveats that I am against when it comes to AI. When I'm taking your innocence and I'll be corrupting your mind. It's essentially ignorance is bliss. It really is, right? There's probably times, especially if you've been making music a long time in your life, there's probably times in your life where you felt like you were more creative when you were younger, right? As opposed to when you're older. It's because now you have all this crap in your head. You know what I mean? As opposed to when you were younger, you didn't really know what was going on, right? You just let your imagination run wild. Things were happening. You weren't afraid to take any risks, right? And then now you as an adult, right? You got to be careful with your time and everything. So you take less risks. And this could be because of tools and everything. But when I see that, like taking your innocence and corrupting your mind, it's like taking the innocence of that creativity, right? That spark, that full rain on river of creativity that just dies as you get older. Now you're just reaching for something that is the most efficient, right? So corrupting your mind, right? You're getting rid of that creativity and you're replacing it with efficiency, right? And sometimes you just kind of just need to leave that alone and kind of try to struggle and figure through it on your own. The more you start relying on this, the more the corruption starts to take place. Background vocals. What? Trust fund? Being fun noise.
We're taking over the world, one kiss at a time, and then I'm taking
Emotionless music, no emotion.
Time.
Oh wow. I would say this is Atari, but I don't think, because Atari was just 2D. It didn't have the ability to render things in perspective, did it? I was born in 1990, so the earliest game system I played on, if it wasn't the Nintendo, then it was the original Sega, I believe, if I can remember correctly. Let's see what the comments talk about. It's so weird to watch this 6 years later now that YouTube's been filled. Yep, AI generated. I guess I kind of knew these comments would kind of go this way. What I learned from this, he's going to take my girl. Glad this found me. Looking like a normal man with a normal job. Just wanted to go to sleep. This is more. I mean, some of these comments from 7 years ago, you know, the ones, let me take a look at the most newest ones because it's probably, you know, because everybody sees it, right? Oh, copy and paste it out of the universe pool. People have been using that holy refresh pool, that type of stuff right here. Clothing consumption applies here somewhere. I don't know about that. I don't know. That requires a little bit more thinking. That is completely left field. So I'm not sure. But I think I got the gist of it for the most part. Yeah, let me know what y'all thought about it down in the comments. Dave's out.